A special shout out to our coffee supporters. Hello, Intactivists. In the news today, we have Bloodstained Men, Starvin, Unaltered, Intaction / Health Equity Campaign, Intact America, and much more coming up. In POTS news, it's been a crazy week for POTS. We had Ryan Jones, the COO, talk bad about Prevail of the System to his Forgin followers on his Discord, which we've called that out, and we appreciate all of the support we have received on that in personal messages and everything. It is awesome that we have as much support as we do. Our inbox has been flooded with personal conversations about that. Speaking of non-support, Intact America hasn't replied back to Prevail of the System yet, but that's okay because we are going to reach out to Eric Klopper because of a poll we had. It shall be a paid interview coming out of our advertising budget, increasing our chances of interviewing the #1 most valuable Intactivist of all time, voted by you guys. I will provide the email we sent here. You may pause the video to read it if you wish. Super excited to interview with Eric Klopper. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss that. So the Intactivist musician Starvin has released a new music video. I can't even say this name here, but he definitely made a music video and it was really good, pretty good content, and it had a good message as well. But the only issue is it only had 22 views on it, and this guy only has 6 subscribers. Like, this is crazy. He only has 6 subscribers. Like, I've already subscribed to Starvin, and I like this video. Like, come on, guys, go check it out. I've even commented down below. No one's commenting. Like, guys, this is not going to get pushed if you don't go ahead and engage with it. He only has 22 views on this right now, and it's been 3 days, and I bet you this took this guy a lot of research, a lot of editing, and it's very disheartening whenever you put in the amount of work that this guy did to make this 3-minute music video and nobody watches it. So please, guys, give Starvin some love, comment, and like his stuff, because we should support each other, especially the smaller Intactivist groups, right? Also, I don't know if you guys like heavy metal. It's kind of like rockish, heavy metal-ish, if you're into that. So, once again, I thought it was pretty good. All right, and in Intact America news, Intact America is planning on releasing a therapy program. It says Intact America has contracted with licensed therapists who work with men impacted by circumcision. We are preparing to offer free virtual monthly group sessions to Intact America insiders, subscribed monthly donors. At this time, groups will be available to men, but as the program grows, we will consider similar counseling opportunities for all genders. This is coming soon. This is not out just yet. Also in Intact America news, they still have the Bay Area Book Festival that's on June 1st through the 2nd, and it's all day in Berkeley, California. They also have another book signing at the Village Books. This will be in Bellingham, Washington, where Georgianne is going to talk about The Penis Business, which is the book. Also, this is going to be June 13th, 2024. The time is only an hour and a half, though, from 6 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. Also, they have new voices, new rooms. I've already covered this. This is going to be August 8th through the 11th. It's going to be all day, and this is going to be in Virginia, Arlington. Once again, this is a book signing, and Echo Montgomery Garrett is going to be there. Also, Judy Kirkwood is going to be there as well, which is the co-author of Please Don't Cut the Baby by Marilyn Milos. And also, Intact America is doing a Pride Parade October 13th, 2024 through the 14th. This is going to last about 9 hours, 10 a.m. through 7 p.m. This is going to be in Atlanta, Georgia. So Intact America is doing a Pride Parade. So yeah, lots of news for Intact America. They're going to be quite busy, but however, this is kind of spread out throughout the year. So they do update regularly on their blog as well, or on their website. All right, and Bloodstained Men, they are currently on tour. Since this is Tuesday, March 14th, they should be around the West Olive Avenue and R Street in Merced, California, right about now. So they're definitely on tour right now, and you guys can go ahead and check out all of their content that they have. They are doing so much stuff right now, just going and protesting, and they're uploading constantly to their Facebook. I've scrolled down like 8 things, and literally this was like posted 20 hours ago. They post like every 2 hours, it seems like, almost. Yeah, so Bloodstained men have been very busy posting and protesting, which is awesome. Bloodstained men, they have about another week with the tour before it ends. So hopefully they go ahead and change some hearts and minds out there. All right, and in Intaction news, some pretty big news that was tweeted by Intaction. It says, we can proudly announce in Maine Bill LD 1858 for Medicaid circumcision was kept on the table and left unfunded. The bill is officially dead. This bill was a threat to children's bodily autonomy, and Intaction's efforts helped to stop it. So Intaction got this Maine Bill 1858, which would have provided free circumcisions essentially, or have it be covered by insurance. They got it squashed, which is pretty awesome. Also, a shout out to CLR, who has also helped Intaction with this as well. CLR's circumcision law reform. So also great job for him for helping Intaction. It was a joint effort. I don't know who else helped with this bill, and I'm sure if you're an Intactivist member or group watching this and you helped squash the Maine Bill LD 1858, comment it down below who all helped with this. That would be awesome. All right, and in GAAF news, it says GAAF welcomes donations via IRA required minimum distributions. So essentially what this is saying, at 72, you have to go ahead and take a certain amount of money with your IRA. So let's say you have to take out $50,000 a year or whatever, and you don't have to use all of that $50,000, and you want a tax write-off, you can go ahead and give it to GAAF. Essentially, that's what this says. You can designate part or all of your required minimum distribution as a qualified charitable donation to an eligible charity that you care about. So it doesn't even have to be GAAF. It can be any Intactivist organization that is a 501c3. Once again, this is not tax advice from POTS. I'm just paraphrasing what GAAF is saying. So if you guys want to learn more, you guys can go ahead and read this brief overview that explains the RMD. Speaking of fundraising and donations, we are on the GoFundMes for the week. So we have Unaltered and NLI doing a joint fundraiser on GoFundMe. So this is being organized by Ladori, Unaltered. It says, together we can significantly reduce circumcision rates. It says that we, NLI and Unaltered, are 2 organizations working together to change the circumcision practice. It says NLI amplifies our voice. They have a proven track record of getting media coverage for Intactivism, 228 news articles, raising public awareness, and putting pressure on policymakers. Unaltered brings data-driven action. We created targeted campaigns with a clear impact. For example, our leaflets can save a baby from circumcision for just $20 each. With your help, we can achieve even more. Funding NLI's media campaigns, funding Unaltered's leaflet campaigns, funding research to measure our impact, freeing up time for Unaltered campaigns. And it says this is a movement bigger than us. NLI and Unaltered offer a powerful data-driven approach to Intactivism. Together, we can significantly reduce circumcision rates within the next decade, potentially reaching 52%. Donate today and be a part of the solution. You guys can go ahead and learn a lot more about Unaltered with the interview that we just had this week. So you can read this down here as well. It also says Unaltered is working with other Intactivist groups and organizations to build a strong coalition, CLR, NLI, etc. So if you guys want to learn a lot more about Unaltered, they did go ahead and do an interview with Prevail of the System. Literally, it was posted 3 days ago. So you guys can go ahead and check out that interview and learn a lot more about this group. All right, and on to GAAF's GoFundMe. once again, these guys haven't raised any more. It's been 14 days, and that's probably because the deadline was May 1st, 2024 for the young man who's trying to sue, and also for the Pride Parade booths, exhibit booths in 3 California cities, as well as Portland, Oregon. So that's what happened with, probably what happened with all the donations and why they slowed up. I don't think they're going to get any more. I'm probably going to stop covering this next week. All right, and on to Prevail of the System. We're still at 57% of $7,000 goal. We're getting a little bit nervous about making our $7,000 goal. So graduation is not yet prevented. But once again, guys, it's okay. Don't worry. If POTS is supposed to go, POTS will go. Maybe it's just not right to have Prevail of the System around just yet. Timing is everything. Or maybe, we do have 6 months. We still have plenty of time to make $7,000. So it's A-okay. All right, guys, and on to the poll of the week. So there was a poll that was brought to my attention. Do you guys like the new thumbnail for the news, just Intactivist news and the date? A lot of people have said, no, I like to know what the news is about by looking at the thumbnail, which is the one with like all the pictures on it and stuff like that. Even though it was a 6 out of 9 vote who wanted to go ahead and have it revert back to the old ways, we chose to keep it the way we have it with the date because it was cluttered, because it had a bunch of different groups on it, and it was kind of hard to make out because the YouTube thumbnails are kind of small. Also, it was hard to tell what the thumbnail was for each week, so if you wanted to go back and check something, it would be really difficult to be like, wait, is this week's news, or is this like last week's news, or is this like 3 months ago? So that was a problem. Also, it didn't pass the glance test, because whenever new people go ahead and look at thumbnails, they want to know the information in like 2 seconds. And if you looked at our other thumbnails, it was really hard to make out what this was even about. So I can be more descriptive in the title when we release our videos and just tell people like, hey, our new and improved thumbnail, at least what we think, it gives off, hey, this is Intactivist news and this is the date. And then our title is going to say what it's about. So that's why, even though the poll did say we should go ahead and revert back to the old one, we just have 3 reasons on why we're keeping the newest thumbnail update. And honestly, I just think people don't like change. I think people are just like, oh, I like the old one better, because people just have a hard time adjusting. So just going to give it, 2 more months, and I'm sure you guys will get used to it. But yeah. All right, guys. And on that note, it's time for the Intactivism Growth of the week. So last week, Bloodstained Men was at 6,176 followers. This week, they currently have... So this week, they had 6,184 followers, which is a 8-person gain, which is approximately 0.12% growth for Intactivism for the week. This is not good growth at all, and we did a poll on this. So if you look right here, Green Cheese, congratulations, you voted and you got it right. That's awesome. There's a silver lining in the small growth for the Bloodstained Men tours. That's awesome. Good for him. Yeah, we had a very wide range of voting this week. Every option got voted for except for option A. This is just simple poll. This isn't anybody. It's just a bot. But yes, it is D. So good job for Green Cheese. All right, guys. Anyways, that is all what I have for the day. Thank you once again for all those who support my work by liking, commenting. If you have any questions or concerns, please do comment. And, or maybe just for the algo. And also share this if you want. And also thank you very much for my donors. All right, guys, I will talk to you guys next time. Bye.